There you go. Look at that. Right through the tree like that. Beautiful. Look at this shit. Shit, like steps here in the middle of nowhere. Look at that shit. Creepy fucking steps in the middle of nowhere. Like an empty street. Just steps in the middle of nowhere. It's a crazy looking plant. Shit, the whole front yard's like dirt. And these houses are so high. Look how high these houses are. Imagine walking up to your front door like that. Like, you're just putting a front door like that just to be decorative. No one actually walks in and out of the house out of that door. Who the fuck is walking up and down them steps every day? I'm putting an elevator in my house. Look at this shit. Tiered garden. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. These timbers had to cost a pretty penny. Look at this shit. It's just a stone wall just out in the middle of nowhere. Like, what is that even for? It's like trees growing right out of the top of it. Trees right out of the top of the wall. That big rock, holy shit. That's a beast of a fucking rock. That rock's got trees growing out of it. Like a tree growing right out of the rock. This thing's one gigantic, humongous rock. Wow, that's a big rock. You think you see this shit like when you go out west like Texas and Colorado. New York is pretty fucking wild. I'm 20 minutes outside Manhattan. I'm right outside Manhattan. It kind of drops off. Like, it still seems like the hood. There's a lot of traffic. It's real noisy. Uber drivers eating dinner in their car on a Sunday night. That's fucking sad, dude. Sunday night, you ain't eating with your family. Yo, come on. That's how you know you're still in New York. Fucking trash everywhere. Hey, the Dunkin' Donuts crowd. What great people those Dunkin' Donuts people are. A lot of playing cards out here. A lot of playing cards. Yeah, but this is New York. From the end of Manhattan all the way to the Canadian border. It pretty much looks like this everywhere you go. You go all the way to Rochester. Go all the way to Quebec. And this is pretty much what New York looks like. Every single town and every single county you go to. It all looks the same. It's very rocky, very mountainous, very green. And New York, believe it or not, is like 99% nature. Looks like you're in fucking Kentucky or some shit. That's what most New York looks like. Once you leave Manhattan, once you leave Brooklyn, the 5 boroughs, it fucking drops off, dude. There ain't shit around. It gets pretty fucking dead. The stairway to nowhere. Stairway to nowhere. I went up there today and it's just a dead end in the middle of a dead end neighborhood. With a bunch of houses at the end of a street. Doesn't even make sense. The size of these fucking houses. These are just like average people living here. Some of these people ain't even wealthy. Like, these are just like average fucking people living here. Imagine the fucking heating bill of that house. God damn, it's gonna be $1,000 a month to heat that house in the winter. And you gotta come all the way down here to the street to your garage. That's how you know you're in fucking New York. You're out in the suburbs and shit. And this is still how you live. The fucking alleyways between your house. No matter how far you get from the city, it's like this everywhere you go. Like, for so many counties and so many towns. You go 100 miles from Manhattan, and you still get the hood sort of feel. Trash on the streets, crowded housing. How trippy that is. That shit looks like fucking acid right there. Well, you know, look at that. The houses are right up to the street. Houses are right there. Streets right there. You got no front yard. That's New York for you. Even when you live in a place where you'd think you'd be sitting on an acre of property, You're right up to the fucking road. The space is at a premium. And everything costs a lot. Look at this shit. People like to park an $80,000 Mercedes, like fucking butter leather seats right on the fucking sidewalk like it's nothing. Yeah, fucking communist looking flags outside people's houses. People are crazy. Another expensive Mercedes, expensive Audis. Everyone around here's got good money. I mean, these aren't average people. Yeah, that's not average people. That's not an average garage. Fancy shit. As you walk down the block, it goes from like regular people houses to like, maybe not like, they don't look wealthy, but if you know what you're looking for, it's wealthy. You're looking for the little blue stone steps and shit like that. A lot of really meticulous, fine touches on the house, even though it's not ostentatious, but a lot of fine touches, like teak wood instead of like a regular southern yellow pine deck. You got teak wood deck, but then you got houses like this. So that's the thing, you have a $3 million house on a block like this, and you got this all run down, shitty looking, fucking dirty. Look at this shit, it's dirty, broken down, fucked up. That's what your front steps look like? What the fuck, dude? Imagine what the rest of the house looks like. You probably gotta burn that house to the fucking ground. Piece of shit, probably nobody lives there, I bet. Probably no one's lived there for 20 years. That's New York. That's New York for you. You're paying $20,000 a year in property tax to live here. Yeah. This is where you're paying $20,000 a year in property tax to live. And you always have some shithead neighbor whose property's all fucking run down, overgrown and beat up, making the rest of the neighborhood look like shit. All filthy and overgrown. They can't even sweep their driveway out. You can't even buy a leaf blower and clean your driveway. But they got brand new siding on the house. Look at that. That's beautiful, ain't it? It's like green growing out of all the concrete everywhere you go. Wow, what the fuck is a sinkhole? Yeah, it's New York for you. The crumbling infrastructure of New York. They extract all the money out of New York. They take all the money out of the state, and they're just robbing the taxpayers. Ain't nobody fixing the roads. Everyone's got fucking kiss-ass government signs in the front yard. Yay, government. We like big government in New York. We want to be robbed. We don't want our government to rob us. Holy hell, look at this fucking place. Beautiful. It's a college neighborhood right around here. All girls college around here. It looks like some of the houses, they have the administrative offices. Yeah, folks, this is just outside of the Bronx. This is just outside of the South Bronx. This is just outside of Manhattan. It's just outside of Harlem. I bet these people haven't seen a car go down this block in 5 fucking years. Holy shit, I didn't even know this neighborhood even existed. What a Deadsville neighborhood this is. It's where all the multimillionaires live. It's real quiet. You don't see no cars go down the block. But they all live right on a highway. Bam, there you are. Right in your backyard, your $5 million house, when you're sitting in your kidney-shaped swimming pool in your McMansion, you can listen to the fucking highway as if it's going right through your fucking living room. Isn't that great living in New York? You're paying $20,000 a year in property tax for this. And there's always a White Castle box on the ground somewhere. White Castle? Where the fuck is the nearest White Castle? Jesus Christ, you're in the lily white suburbs. You fucking probably got an hour drive to the nearest White Castle. But you got garbage on the fucking streets. You got traffic, noise, everywhere you go. Look at this. That's New York for you. Go, 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 go. Nobody's even commuting anymore. Nobody's even commuting anymore. Everyone's staying home every day. What are you rushing home for? They're all rushing home so they can go to work tomorrow. Go to work tomorrow? You're working from home. Fucking school teachers ain't even working right now. We're off for the summer, aren't they? Man, look at that sun. All these trees. You want shade in New York? You gotta go down there where the park is. Don't have plenty of parks that you could pay to get in, or that you can exclusively be kept out of because of where you geographically live. You might live in the state or the county, but you don't live in that particular town, so you can't go to that park. You can sit there and tell people who live a block away from you they can't go to the same park you can, you know, because they don't want certain types of people in certain types of parks. They don't want black people in the park. They don't want Jews in the park. They don't want Puerto Ricans in the park. You know, all them people, they want to come to your nice lily white town park and ruin all your fun. Ruin all your whitey white fun. Some shit, I don't know. But, yeah, some of these places are very exclusive. Very exclusive. They probably call it fucking cops on me. They see me walking down the street and shit. Good thing I cut my hair. I had really long hair the other day. They see me walking down the street with my really long hair, they call the fucking cops. Like, you know, this guy's like filming our fucking neighborhood. Why is this dirty hippie walking through our neighborhood filming everything? Holy shit, what the fuck is going on here? Look, I bet they're gonna build a house right there. They're gonna build a house right on top of a house. Yeah, that's New York for you. The people living in a multi-million-dollar house. Look at some multi-million-dollar house. That's a fucking expensive fucking house, dude. And it looks like a bunch of day laborers doing their fucking construction. $80,000 BMW. You ain't even got a garage to fucking put it in. You got sitting out there in the front yard like a trailer park. That's New York for you. That's how we do in New York. It's like a big fucking trailer park. Everyone's a trailer park sophisticate in this area. No matter how much money you got, don't buy class. Just don't buy class. Ah, it smells like fresh cut grass.